You gonna stand up here? You can go to Mama if you need to. You say hi to all the people?
Hi, Daisy.
You tell them what a lion says?
She's like, they know my name.
She's like, this is a lot. She just wants to go run the hill.
How old is
She
How
lo-
old exactly is she, Taylor?
She will be 2 October 18th, so what was that, 21 months? Yeah.
October 16th.
You want to go see Mama? Yeah, you want to go see Mama? Okay.
We were talking on the sideline the other day just how much fatherhood suits you.
What's that?
So we were talking on the sideline just the other day about how much fatherhood suits you.
Oh yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where I don't know, you don't know how much you're gonna pour yourself into it till it happens. Like I thought I would be a good dad, but then you just like you have that baby and it's yours, and you just like I don't know, you're overwhelmed with emotion and love and all that stuff, and it's really good perspective. I think I've said that before. It's good just to like perspective on life, because like football is all like it's high intensity and it's very serious. But you know, when you got a little, you know, cute daughter like that to go home to who just wants to, you know, play, it's just really good perspective and keeps you grounded. Yeah.
Taylor, all that you've been through with this organization, and to have now the extension, and to know that you're going to be part of the future and some really potentially great things ahead, how much does that mean?
It's not lost on me on the fact that a lot of guys don't get to spend their whole career with one team, and you know, hopefully that's in the cards for me, and you know, from the contract extension, that seems like it's in the cards, and I'm very fortunate, and I've had to have some good luck along the way, but there was also a lot that went into it, sacrifices from myself and from those around me, so it just feels good. It just feels special to be able to stay here and be with my friends and get to work with people that I care about and that I love. It's just really special, and I'm fortunate, and I'm glad that the Lions continue to see the value that I can add to this team moving forward. Because I'm excited to just see it through. Like, you know, I've you know, this will be 9 years I've been here now, and there's been highs and lows, and you know, it seems like we're on an upswing right now, and I'm going to get to see it through, and I couldn't be happier about that.
Very early in your career, I don't remember, it might even been your first press conference, you talked about how you wanted this to be your forever home. Essentially, you want to be your entire career. Doesn't mean that you've only got 3 years left, but it just puts you another step closer to realizing that goal. Like, do you appreciate how rare and kind of unbelievable that is in this league? I mean, just to stay in one place for this contract 4, right?
Just 3.
Contract 3. I mean, just to see that kind of consistency, ability to stick.
I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to fully appreciate it till I'm done. Because like when you're in the thick of it and you're in the day-to-day, it's kind of hard to have that, you know, outside looking in perspective on your career and longevity. So I feel like I think I can appreciate it, but yeah, just from a day-to-day perspective, it's hard to do. And I think one thing that's huge is like you just have to continue to add value. You know, as you get older, there's going to be an influx of new players every single year that are gunning for your job or guys that you are playing against. And that's something that I've really tried to strive to keep myself at a level where I can maintain my level of play, if not get better. And I think I'm in my prime. I think I still think I am, and I think I'll be able to play as long as I want to, knock on wood, barring any freak accidents. So I just, you know, I want to be here. I want to be a part of this team, and you know, when you want to and you have passion to add value, that makes it a little easier to get up and do the workouts in the off season. You know, whether you're 22 or going to be 31. yeah, I mean, it's definitely special.
You talk about the organization a little bit. I mean, they haven't always had this reputation of rewarding the players. You see this offseason, St. Brown, Goff, Panay, now yourself. What does it say about the organization that, do you feel like it's changing the reputation a little bit with rewarding the guys like this?
Well, first and foremost, those 3 guys absolutely deserving of every penny they got. Incredible. And, me being in the room with Panay every single day, like, I was, ecstatic for him. And of course the other guys, but Panay's, he's my lineman, he's my guy. I think it speaks to a good culture that's been built, and it's not built on sand. It's genuine, it's real. You bring certain guys in because of what they can add, not just as players, but as people. And like I said, it's a genuine thing that the staff is looking for, and it's not, oh, we're just going to bring this guy in and then get rid of him and try to find something cheaper. I just think it speaks to the culture. We can find guys that fit. We can find guys that represent what we are about. Not only are they phenomenal players, but they represent us. They represent the city. And to be able to keep a core group of guys around, I feel like more and more in the NFL, you have guys coming in and out, and it's hard to develop kind of some cohesiveness. And especially us on the offensive line, we got to play together for a long time now, and that's valuable. I mean, that's big time. And then you think even the quarterback position, where his drops are, how he moves in the pocket, things like that. And then Jared and his familiarity with Saint. And I think it speaks to they want to win. Like, we want to win. This is what we're here to do. We're here to win, so we're going to keep our guys that can help us win. Yeah.
Taylor, we talked to you last week and expressed your desire to stay, but didn't sound like anything was imminent. Can you just take us through how this came together from your perspective?
So I've been going back and forth a little bit for probably about a year and a half now with the organization, because I knew, like, I want to be here. There was no questions for me, like, this is the place I want to be. I want to stay here. And then there's just a lot of moving parts. I'm not the only person in this organization. I'm not the only guy that wants a contract extension. And then I think coming off 2 surgeries, I think they probably wanted to see how I was moving around a little bit. And then in OTAs, I actually went up and I had a conversation with Dan. I was like, where are we at? I hear things from my agent and, from our salary cap people, and they're talking, and I'm getting it kind of secondhand information. I want to hear it. Like, tell me where we're at, just so I know. I just want the information so it's communicated well. And pretty much what he told me was to a T what happened. And I just basically had to stay patient. And for me, it was never going to be hold out of training camp. Oh, if it comes to the season, we're not going to play games. Like, that's just not me. I'm going to show up and I'm going to play because that's what I do and that's what I'm here to do. So I think it was pretty seamless. I just talked to Charlie and Disner upstairs. They said it was super smooth. I think it happened in a day, which is pretty much how my second one happened, and my third one happened as well pretty quickly. So I think there's value in just showing up and going to work. And I think the team knows that I'm not going to change just because I'm not getting what I want when I want it. And then ultimately, we both got what we wanted. So for me, it was just, I got the information that I wanted from Dan, and we communicated man to man, and it was very amicable. And since that conversation, I felt like it was promising that it would happen. I didn't know when exactly. I had a ballpark idea. And then it all worked out. I showed up to camp, I went and played, and the agents and the salary cap people do their thing. And now, moving forward, I can just focus on playing football, going through camp day to day. I don't have to have any of that hanging over my head. And it's a pretty good feeling.
Jeremy and Virgie. Taylor, O-line can be a pretty thankless job, but it's not here. What does it mean to play for a team that values that side of the game? And when did you first sense that from Brad and Dan?
You know, there's a couple times every single camp where Dan will come into the offensive line room and he'll say, I need to see it today. And I've never had a head coach come in our room and say something like that. And he would pop in every now and then and just say, like, today, I need to see it from you guys. Not that we're not out there working hard every single day, but he's like, my eyes are on you guys today. And it seems like a lot of those times they're kind of some ball buster practices they're going to be kind of a grind it out, and that's what offensive line is. And I think you see it with the way they draft. They draft guys in the trenches, and even dating back to before they were hired, this organization, I was drafted, Graham was drafted, Joe Dahl was drafted in my class, Frank was drafted. Like, we were drafting linemen. We were trying to build this team the right way, and we had some pieces, and then Brad and Dan just continued to build on that. And I think it's paying dividends. And I can't speak enough to, going back to the culture fit of the quality of people that they bring in, and how when you get along, I don't know, just people's play flourishes even more. And that's another big reason, like, this is where I wanted to be. Like, I had pretty much no interest in going to any other team. I wanted to be here, and a big factor of that is the guys that I get to play with, and I want to continue to play with them because they're important to me. And I think, the offensive and defensive line, based on how the drafts have gone and based on the quality of player that they've brought in, I mean, you can see that it's definitely of importance to the organization.
Kind of along the same lines, given where the roster is, given the success that the team has had recently, is there something extra validating about getting your first contract extension under this specific regime?
Yeah, 100%. Not that I didn't think that they wanted me here, because if they didn't want me here, I wouldn't be here. But I had gotten my second contract from a previous regime, basically. It's not like I never felt like I was like wanted here, but it's just like that little extra, hey, we want you here, and we want you to continue to add value. Because we're a young team, and I'm not getting any younger. But I still think I can play, and I think I can play for as long as I want. And that's kind of kept me young, and I feel like that's kept me motivated to kind of have that edge. But yeah, I mean, it's just that little extra where just kind of reconfirms. I mean, when Dan was hired, he called me that same day. So it's not an instance of, oh, I'm not wanted here. They just kind of doubled down with this contract. We love you. We respect you. We want you here. We think you can play. We think you can continue to add value. And let's get this thing going.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Taylor, just making sure you're okay if we use the photo of you and your daughter. I don't want to put
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.